have arrived. Proceed to the elevator. Once you shut down the core, I will gain access and save Nerud. For millennia, the Druzir sought answers to a simple question. Are we alone? Nerud was built to answer this question. I was built to care for Nerud. Arasa led Nerud through the currents of space and time to the origin of energy in all its forms. You have arrived in the core. Use the console there to shut it down. Once complete, I can gain access and save Nerud. Nonetheless, you were successful, and I now have access to the core. I and all the Druzir are in your debt.
Shit.
This looks important. I owe you one. Whoa! I owe you one.
Feel that later. Oh yeah!
I think we're good. For now. This place is like nothing I've ever seen.
What a curious petitioner you are. Not of the Fae, nor of the denizens of this new world.
Send it away then. Fae law is not for foreigners.
On the contrary, Omeril. Though its rules differ for Fae and non, Fae law applies to all within the One True King's domain. Come, petitioner. Step up to the podium. Hail, stranger. I am Savan, speaker of the One True King's Council. State your nature and business for the record, please.
Your nature, yes. What are you exactly? You're not one of the... well, what do they call themselves? The Dran, are you?
Then why, pray tell, should we waste our time with you? This is a Fae Council, and we have more imperative matters than to play guide to outsiders. Great power, you say? And why would you seek such entities?
Do you speak of killing the Fae?
They did not specify their prey, Niall. In any case, the Fae have been left with only political power. Not power of the kind you seek.
Unless you're both wrong, and they seek the imposter.
Immaterial. This council cannot aid the petitioner in any way. Given our current troubles, we bear neither the desire nor the means.
You have wasted quite enough of our time, foreigner. The Fae have far more important concerns than you before us.
Hold a moment, Oneril. Perhaps this stranger could be of use to us. The Fae presently live in fear and uncertainty, stranger. The One True King has been usurped by an imposter, aided by one of those seated before you, but we know not which. As an independent party, you might find clarity where we have failed. Will you help us?
Hold. I do not accept. This is a foreigner, hardly more than a mute beast. The law does not allow such to conduct investigations or judgments on our behalf.
Have you ever considered, Onaril, that our job is to make the law?
Both arguments are heard and deemed irrelevant. We do not ask them to make judgment, only to aid in an investigation that we have voluntarily foregone. The law supports this.
A great tragedy, stranger. For eons, the Fae and this council have faithfully served the one true king. But alas, his rule has been curtailed.
The impostor, failing or whatever they call themselves now, placed the king in an eternal slumber from which he cannot be woken.
The king was attacked in his own chambers, behind this very door. The impostor could not have entered without aid from a member of this council.
But, of course, we all have our alibis, as you can imagine. None of us were here. This has been proven many times.
If you can find any evidence tying one of us to this tragedy or to the impostor, then Fae justice might be done.
It won't be enough, Savan. The impostor still sits upon the throne.
Yet, it will be a step, and a necessary one, toward restoring order among the Fae.
It means you're not Fae, and your life is easily forfeit.
Please, Onaril. Stranger, we will discuss the conditions of your accusation if and when you choose to make one.
We do not. This farce does nothing.
Peace, Onaril. The law is clear on this point, as you well know.
I will answer your question, stranger. With a traitor among us, trust has shattered. If any of us were to produce evidence at this stage, it would be suspect by all.
And rightly so. Either of you would love any excuse to remove me from the council.
And you do not wish to hold half the council's power yourself, Onaril? You cannot pretend it isn't true.
Regardless, stranger, you are not from this world, either of these worlds. So, any evidence you bring would be free from the suspicions which we have cast upon ourselves.
Precisely my point. This foreigner may have any number of reasons for accusing any one of us.
Which is why, if and when evidence is produced, we alone will pronounce the final judgment.
And if that...
Onaril,
We now...
can...
is...
If we would...
As you will, stranger.